Hi loves, and welcome to the channel. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a prophetess. I hope that you guys are all doing so good. Happy super new moon in Leo. This is such a powerful, well, it's a super new moon, so it is extra powerful. But it's just powerful in the sense of really helping us to like step into this new version of who we are and releasing, right, like who we've been, okay? Really stepping into this new timeline, like supercharged, feeling refreshed, feeling rejuvenated. This is a time where it's like sprinkling magical fairy dust upon your lives, where it is enchanting. We'll say enchanting energy, okay? So around this time through the month of August, now I'm going to, in honor of the new moon, start, I just saw 111. I'm going to start with the Moonology Oracle. I, a long time ago, combined two different Moonology decks together. And it, for me, amplified the energy. And there's, yeah, so we'll see what the cards have to say. But you guys will see the titles. You guys already kind of have an idea. So I don't know what I'm going to call this yet, but I will tell you what's coming through, like what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. The communication from spirit, from source, from the universe, the synchronicities, the signs. It is very much an emperor who is a divine masculine emperor who is very much in their heart. They're very much tuning into the intuition and the higher self. I'm hearing spiritual breakthrough. So there's a really big energy right now. That's how this new moon is affecting, and that's kind of what's been happening. But in this LIONSGATE portal and with this new moon, and of course, like Mercury going retrograde and other astrology that's taking place and that will be taking place through August, it is a very spiritual, it is like the spiritual side is what is all they're feeling. They're feeling the spiritual side massively right now, okay? So there's that. I'm actually gonna split this because it's like, there's so many cards. It is what I'm feeling for the masculines of like what they're feeling right now. And if you are the divine masculine tuning in and watching, then you know. And I actually do have a message for the divine masculines. So I think I might be recording just a very small reading. To talk about that for the divine masculines. Because I do have a lot of divine masculines who are being guided to my channel. And I have a lot of divine masculines who are, you know, booking readings and sessions, healing sessions, etc. And reaching out to me, emailing me, and sharing with me their spiritual breakthrough energies. And I'm telling you, you guys, these divine masculines are super tapped in. Super tapped in. Super in tune. Okay? And that's where this divine masculine, I have chills like crazy up my arm. Crazy. And this is my right side, my right arm, which is your masculine side. It's our masculine side. So that's confirmation for me that I'm spot on right now. Okay. So, I'm hearing a hard pill to swallow. Okay, so the masculines could be, like, kind of what I'm getting is like, they've been having some really big realizations, and around this time they're having big realizations about a lot of things, and it's been a hard pill to swallow. It's been a hard pill to swallow, but they are, instead of avoiding that because it's uncomfortable and out of their comfort zone, they are embracing that, right? Okay. So the biggest thing that I feel right now from them and that's coming through is obsession. It is this, but it's because of, it's like spiritually, it's like spiritual obsession, I guess. Like, and what I mean is like, it's how they're feeling the spiritual side of themselves, this life, you, this connection, this soul connection that you guys share. They're feeling it in the way that you have been feeling it and that you have felt it. They're feeling it in from their cosmic heart. Okay? And the obsessiveness is an obsession of literally, and I think that's probably what I call this reading maybe, or it's in the title, is because that was the download that I received. It was literally, I can't, like, you're all I think about and you're all I want. That was the download. And I put it in my iPhone notes. You're all I think about, you're all I want. And it's not like I want you because I'm incomplete and I need you to complete me and I need my ego stroked. It's I want you because I know this is a once in a lifetime kind of love. I know that this is something very sacred and special. I get it. I get it. I get it. That's what this is. It's like, and that's the obsession. It's not obsessive like a creep or, you know, someone crazy like that, right? It's not obsession like, oh, I just want to, like, you know, feel your body and it's lustful and that's it. It's, yeah, a lot of that, like, as far as like attraction and really wanting and the physical awareness, like when you tune into that spiritual, sacred, sexual sensuality, it is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing to feel, right? So that's what they're feeling and experiencing. And it's very sexual, but it's not sexual in the way that they have known sexual feelings and, intrigue in the past. Because the sexual energy that they have, been showing and, living before in other relationships or whatever, it was very distorted type sexual energy where it was all about, pleasing, getting, just pleasuring yourself. It wasn't maybe totally deep. Like, it wasn't like this, that's for sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, the sexual energy is there and it's adding to that obsessiveness, but it's more so about just how they are feeling you as this divine spiritual partner and how it is irreplaceable. And you are living rent-free in their mind. You know what I mean? Like, you are, like, I mean, of course, obviously they think of other things, as they're going throughout their days and whatever, but you are all they think about. Like, you're consuming within the mind. Okay, and this new moon and the LIONSGATE energy and activation. And I predicted this even going back from around this time last year. And you guys know, if you've been with me, you'll remember if you, I said that this LIONSGATE of 2024 was going to be monumental for the divine masculine energies specifically, that, like, let's say they were like resisting ascension or they're awakening or they keep trying to go back into old patterning, old ways, and the universe is pulling them out of it, but they keep trying to retract back. This LIONSGATE was going to be pivotal for those kinds of energies, scenarios, whatever, okay? It's like, it wakes them up and infuses that spiritual enlightenment in a massive, massive way, okay? So right now we're in the LIONSGATE portal. We're building up to the peak on the 8th, but the energy flows through, okay? We are doing the Atlantis, it's the workshop for the AA portal, but we are going to be doing this quantum healing activation workshop on the 10th, 2 days after the peak within the portal. and we are going to be astral traveling, excuse me, to Atlantis, and we are being guided, and I will be channeling Atlantean High Priest King Thoth and Atlantean Ascended Master High Priestess Lady Nada. Isis is also going to be holding space, as well as the Syrians, the Lyrians, the dragons, and we will also be connecting with the mermaids and the Atlantean waters and visiting sacred crystal temples. This is the 10th quantum healing portal workshop that I've been called to do. And this one I'm just so excited for you guys, because it's going to be monumental. Like, this one's going to be so big. I know a lot of you guys attended the 7/7 portal, where we traveled to the sacred Isis temples in ancient Egypt. That was so powerful. This, I'm telling you, it's gonna be big. Okay, so if you feel called, if you feel guided, or if you want to read or learn a little bit more about what this entails, because there is a lot of healing, activation, clearings, there's just a lot of stuff that kind of that happens. It's an experience. That's the only way I can describe it. So we would love to have you. We would love for you to travel to Atlantis. And this will be in a timeline of the golden ages of Atlantis. So if you feel called, it's all down below. Okay, so here we go. 11 minutes in. First card out, have faith in your dreams. The waxing crescent moon. Hello, Mercury retrograde, already affecting my speech. Okay, and then we have last quarter moon in Aquarius. Okay, reflect on your priorities. So that's what the masculine is doing right now. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? But this is also a message for whoever's watching this reading. Like, this is a time for you to have faith in your dreams. This is a time for you. I saw 12 a second ago. It's time for you to have faith in your dreams. This is a time of absolute surrender, trust, have faith. I'm hearing the building blocks. I'm seeing like building blocks. This is about the building blocks of your new timeline. This is the building blocks of your future. So really take a moment and to tune into that, like manifest, like go crazy, you know, like, right? No glass ceiling, right? Divine Masculine is also really starting to embody that whole like law of attraction, like what I put out, I get back. They're also really tuning into all of this as well. They are manifesting very strongly at this moment. They are manifesting and have been manifesting these future timelines that are now here and that are coming in. Okay, where you guys are together in full, you know, physical 3D union. And, you know, for a lot of divine feminines out there, especially, they're drawing in, they're magnetizing in powerful soulmate energies too. So you could be meeting someone new, you know, very unexpectedly, but also very beautifully. And I know that that's like, you know, not the popular opinion around here, because but here's the thing, is that these readings, these messages are not to keep you stuck. They're not to keep you waiting. They're not to keep you like, you know what I mean? These are meant for guidance, for healing, for enlightenment, for confirmation, etc., right? So, you know, so I'm going to always be honest and truthful, because I'm not like just here like, you know, trying to like just tell people what they want to hear, you know. There are very powerful, beautiful soulmates coming in. And for a lot of you guys, you know, you have pulled back from watching so much tarot. I know for a lot of you guys, you've, you know, maybe stopped watching like a lot of certain readers. You've like maybe narrowed it down to like, you know, a few that you really connect to, because your frequency's high. So you can tune in and you know when like a reader is coming from a lower vibrational state. And that's just how it goes, right? Like we start to rise up, and it's, we start to disconnect and disassociate from, and we no longer resonate with the lower frequencies, right? And unfortunately, there's a lot of that kind of, you know, stuff out there, right? Anyways, it's like you've been doing that, right? and the masculine's been mirroring you guys have been mirroring each other. Like, whether it's you that, like, you stop, you know, you disassociate and disengage from, you know, certain spiritual channels because you feel your vibration. It's just what they're talking about and where they're coming from is a low vibration. You can feel it, you can see it, you can sense it, all the things, right? Whether it's that, or whether it's you just, you know, disengaging from maybe a family member or a friendship or, you know, job or whatever, right? Like, you have been doing that kind of shadow work. You have been doing that kind of, you know, basically like creating these very powerful, healthy boundaries, okay? The divine masculine is mirroring you. You guys are mirroring each other. You guys have been doing this, okay? They've been doing the same thing. Maybe they've been moving at a slower rate. Maybe it's, right? But they also are and have been disengaging and are disengaging from lower vibrational situations, timelines, and people, etc. Okay? So anyways, yeah, they've been reflecting on their priorities. There's this whole, I mean, I'm telling you, you guys, this divine masculine who's coming in or who wants to come in or who's, you know, what I get is just like, what I'm getting is their mind is set. Their heart is in it. It's already done. And it's like, I'm going to do this. Their mind is made up. But for whatever reason, and I feel, again, this new moon, this is a new moon reading, right? This new moon and like the Leo energy, the LIONSGATE portal, like just everything, it brings them some type of clarity that they need to communicate or to, you know, take this life-changing action, because it will be life-changing. If you're here still watching this and your heart is still open to receiving, okay, you will more than likely, for a lot of you guys, hear from this person. I mean, it's already like really common, right? For Mercury retrograde, Mercury rules communication. When it's in retrograde, it's revisiting the past, hearing from people from the past, running into people from the past, etc., etc. But it's like amplified right now. Like the Mercury retrograde energy is like amplified, okay? That's the way that that's the way I'm feeling it, okay? And that's the way I'm being guided to share, like how it is, okay? So there's an amplification around communication, but also clarity around communication. Do you know what I mean? This person is obsessing over you, over what they feel. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, they've been having to temper themselves. But also for you guys, just in general, to be like more in a receiving mode of the things that you're wanting to call in, right? Take time, meditate, breathe, breath work, connect. You know, if you're like all wound up tight and anxious and, right, overthinking, like that's a resistance energy. That's going to push it away instead of call it in. So take time to breathe out. But also it's like this masculine, they've been reflecting on their priorities and they have taken time to breathe out. So I think for a lot of them, they have ended some kind of third party, or they're right, where they've because of their massive like spiritual awakening and ascension, the priorities have shifted, right? Because they're seeing from a higher perspective, from an awakened perspective, right? An enlightened perspective. So what was a priority and what was important before, or what they, right? It's not anymore. Again, releasing. So, but I think they've taken some time just to kind of like chill out, heal, like gather their scruples before whatever is about to happen happens, okay? Exactly, they've taken time to breathe out, and then right before I go to grab the tarot, last card here, bottom of the deck, look at that. Assess the situation. First quarter moon in Virgo. Okay. So I'm just gonna leave those there. I hope that this is connecting with you guys. Let's go ahead and use the Game of Thrones Tarot. If you want to work with me one-on-one, mi amors, you want to tune in, you want to connect with my gifts, through a general psychic mediumship reading or through a past life. I do past life Akashic record readings. I offer a 20-minute Vent sesh. Six of Pentacles. I bet that'll come back out. And then I also am a quantum energetic healer, priestess, right? So I offer an intuitive energetic healing session as well. So if you feel called, it's all down below, pricing, everything. Just send me an email. I think I have it in the description box, but you know, give me a day or two. You know, sometimes it takes me a couple days to get through stuff, get through emails, respond, etc. So, you know, if you don't hear from me like the same day, like, you know, don't sweat it. But yeah, okay. So here we go. We got a nice little, let's get one more. Split the deck shuffle. 10 coins, 5 swords. Yeah. They're feeling, for a lot of them, they're feeling like, you know, it's a false victory. They feel defeated because for a lot of them, that's why they have reflect your priorities and, you know, assess situation. Because for a lot of them, whatever they've had going on in their life that they thought was they thought was 10 Pentacles, it was a false 10 Pentacles. It was an illusion 10 Pentacles. It was a lie 10 Pentacles, okay? Like, so they're feeling like, you know, that defeated energy, you know? It's like, you know, and I feel for them, right? Obviously, like, you know, I've never been married, but I can only imagine, like, you know, being married and then going through a divorce and just, you know, processing all of that and having maybe shame, like feeling ashamed, like what people are going to say, and knowing that people are like maybe talking, you know, gossiping about like, oh, did you hear such and such got divorced? And oh yeah, did you hear what happened? Just things like that, you know, like that can, right? And as you ascend, those things don't affect you the way they did before when you were really in that, you know, ego, distorted ego like that, right? Like seeking, like needing validation. And so it affected you and people judged you or whatever, critiqued you or, you know. But I get it. And maybe you're the one going through this, you know, maybe you're the one going through a divorce or, you know, a difficult breakup or an ending or, you know, like living with someone, you know, having a life together with someone and then splitting that up, dividing that up, like that's painful. I've done that several times with exes, you know, and it's not painful like in the way of, you know, most of the time, right? Like the contract is done. The karmic contract is done. The lesson has been learned on one level or the next, whether it's you or the other person or, you know what I mean? That's how it's been for me. So it's painful in the way of like, you know, like your life is shifting and you have to start over again. And do you know what I mean? Like it feels like in a lot of ways you're starting from scratch and yeah, and then you have to explain to everyone what happened or you went through, you went through a breakup and, you know, it's a lot. So these masculines, they've been processing a lot, okay? That's why they've taken time to breathe out. They've had to, okay? But this whole time, with all of this stuff happening, they still, remember, I think that's what the title will be, you guys. You'll know, I don't know yet, but that's what I think I'm going to say because that's what the download was. It was very simple, straight to the point. You're all I think about. You're all I want. Page of Spears. A warrior. Actually, in the Game of Thrones show, like these warriors here, they were very fierce warriors, you know? Even though it's a page. And you know why I think it's showing up as a page is because I think it's, you know, it's coming from a place of innocence. And that's that page energy. The page energy brings forth an energy of innocence. Kindred spirit. Especially the Page of Spears. It's like the Page of Wands, right? It's the very adventure, curious, like, you know, like, hey, like, you know, we're going to go hike a mountain today. You want to go? The Page of Spears would be like, heck yeah, let's go. Well, you don't even know how high the mountain is or where the mountain is or if you have the right shoes for the mountain climb, but you're all in. You know what I mean? It's like that. Okay. So You know what I'm getting here? See how he's like looking over at this like city, okay? He's checking it out, scoping it out. Because in the show, they needed to get into that city because they were locked in the desert lands, and they had like a whole, you know, like tribe of people, and they were like starving, you know, because it was desert. There was no food, no water. The horses were dying. So they sent one of the warriors out and to find, you know, anything they could find. So he ended up stumbling upon this city, but the city has high walls, okay? So, but it's not going to stop him because they end up getting into the city, right? So he's a fierce warrior, even though he doesn't know what's on the other side of those walls, even though he doesn't know if he's going to be met by an army of swords or spears, or do you know what I mean? If he's going to be killed or imprisoned, or there's all kinds of things, but it doesn't stop him. It's almost sometimes like the energy of like, you know, your stupidity can get you killed. Like, you know, you're so just like, sure, let's do it, you know, that it could actually be like harmful to yourself. It's like that kind of thing sometimes. Anyways, the masculine energy, the masculine is in this energy right here. They've been scoping things out. Like, you're basically inside these walls of this beautiful, enchanting city in the middle of the desert. That's where you are. You are the mirage. You are the Shambhala in their desert of a life. You know what I mean? So in essence, what I'm trying to say here is that even though this is the Page of Spears, the way that I'm feeling it is an Emperor. Because of love, the Queen of Cups. And this is strength and warrior archetype energy from the soul. You know, it's not like ego, like, you know, I'm trying to impress you and look what I can do. No, this is like coming from the heart. I want to do what's right. You know, it's like that. Okay, what else, please? Tell me more about this Page of Spears. It's also, obviously, communication. The pages are messengers. Exactly. The lovers. You can't make it up. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Coins. Okay. What did I say earlier about, like, this? The masculine has made, like, their mind is made up. The decision is done. It's made. There's no, this is the card of a choice. The choice. For me, yeah, 5 Coins, Queen of Swords. They are putting a very cold, like whatever has been creating like cold energy, like I'm just getting a chill. Like, see how they're like on top of this like ice mountain. It's all, they're wrapped in fur, like, you know, clothing. It's like so freezing where they're at in the show right here. It's freezing. It's like, you know, Arctic type, you know, temperatures or whatever. It's true love though. So it's like in the name of love, like they're going for it. In the name of love, they're tapping into that war. They're going to go for it. They are going to go for it. Okay. Choices being made from the heart, decisions, minds made up. The mind is made up. For a lot of them, this is, you know what? It's them wanting to build. Okay, it's them wanting to start building with you again towards that 10 Pentacles, because the 10 Pentacles, that whatever's been going on before, they have learned the lessons or whatever, but it was a false 10 Pentacles. They know that you're the real 10 Pentacles. They feel out in the cold here. Okay, they can't stop thinking about you. They only have eyes for you. This person is obsessively watching you. If you have social media, they watch you on social media. If you like, you know, like let's say you have like a business and you have a website for your business. They go and they like look at your website, you know, like even if it's just like product, services, website, little info, like they look anything to connect to you, to your energy. But definitely a large social media. Or like if you know, have like TikTok, or if you have a YouTube channel, things like that, okay? They subscribe, they follow, you know, incognito. King of Coins, yeah. See, it's the King of Coins. Look at all the coins, see? It's the King of Coins. That, you know, he has this very long-lasting, very solid offer, abundant coin here. Okay? Sitting on his throne. Okay? This person, how do I say? It's like, it's like a gaping wound or something in their heart. Like when they think of like really truly losing you, or like, you know, because even though this is going to be for most of you guys, this is like a no contact thing. They feel very out in the cold, and they can feel that you're rising higher in frequency, and that they're feeling that as like, you know, you're slipping away. They can't feel you. You're going farther away from them. They feel very out in the cold right now. And what they're thinking about is how they wish they would have just kept on building. Okay, so anyways, they want to collaborate. They want to build. Okay, so, and right here, Ace of Swords. This is about them taking action. This is about them taking action and fighting off competition. Yeah, see, the Emperor, exactly. There he is. I felt him. It's the Emperor fighting off the competition. Okay, they have the Ace of Spears. Okay, like this is the winning spear. Okay, so again, there's a little bit of jealousy here too, and envy. Okay, so maybe they watch you on social media. Maybe they see like certain people liking your stuff or commenting, or, you know, saying something about you look really good, or, you know, I don't know. Maybe they see that and it riles them. It's not toxic jealousy, like, you know, like I'm so jealous I'm a psychopath, you know, like it's like that's my soulmate, like that's my twin flame, or, you know, that's my soulmate, that's my person. You know, I should be saying those things to my person, not you. It's like that, you know, and that's exactly what they're thinking of, and the kind of things they're thinking of, and the kind of things that trigger them, and it's making them just want to hurry up and come in, especially at this time with this new moon. The Emperor. The Emperor takes action because what did I just say? It's painful. Okay, it's painful. So again, taking action to come out of the separation, to bring forth passionate new beginning, to build something very long lasting and stable. That's all they want. That's what they want. Their mind is made up about everything. Okay, Judgment. I want to resurrect this love. I've been loving you from a distance, from afar, as a secret admirer. You know, I kept myself armored up and closed off and masked, and now is the time. I've called judgment on the situations and the karmic patterns in my life. I have resurrected, reconnected to my soul, and now I'm ready to reconnect to my soul mate. That's what I want. That's what I'm planning. Two of Wands. Okay. So I'm going to leave it here, my loves. This is what I've got. I'm going to get, just before we go, a couple messages from my message deck. Again, remember, right now, happy new moon. But with this new moon, you guys, I think over the course of like this time, maybe over the next like week, okay, there's a high probability, especially like, I just think like this week and next week, like, or whatever, like up in the first, I think there's a lot of probability around communication. Okay, the Lovers, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups. My karmic has started imitating you. They are trying to be like you, hoping it will attract me. It repels me. So we have a copycat here. Okay, so we have a copycat. So it's like, it's almost like something became very apparent to this masculine about their karmic third party or karmic partner. Maybe this karmic partner was watching you, you know, trying to mimic you, dress like you, be into things, talk like you, post things like you, you know, I don't know, but something went down for sure, okay, for that to come out. And that's not going to be for everyone, but who it is for, you'll know. You'll be like, I knew it. I knew it. I know the people, exactly. This is what I was saying about the low vibrations and the disengaging and like seeing, you know, very clearly all that stuff. I know that the people around me don't have my best interest at heart. You always do. So again, you're like this safe space. They feel it on a very high spiritual level, you guys. So the inner child is like, they're in sync with it. They're in tune with it. You are that safe place. You are the unconditional energy of, you know, that, remember the Queen of Cups, love. And they know that, they feel it. I am so ashamed in my actions and choices. I know how badly I messed up. I see it all now. Okay. I did talk about shame earlier, but I get these odd moments where I get tingly skin, goosebumps, my nose and scalp will tingle, etc. It's always when I think of you or see something that basically reminds them of you. So they get, you know, confirmation chills. And they're aware of it, obviously, which is so cool. Again, they're very tapped in, very spiritual, connecting to the spiritual emotion, feeling, energy of this connection. I want you to come live with me. I want you to sprinkle this house with love and make it into a home. I am still in a third party. I am so sorry for involving you. All right, so for a lot of them, that's like what they want to say. You know, maybe there's been like broken communication, or maybe they've reached out to you while still being in a third party. I feel like this is past tense. I feel like too much has happened and you won't want me. Yeah, this is past tense. This is their insecurity. This is the kind of stuff that they will like let you know and share. And this is the kind of stuff that they're having epiphanies about, where they're like, I can't believe I let this stuff hold me back for this long. Like, I can't believe I stayed in this, you know, toxic cycle for this long, you know? I have been pleasuring myself to you. You look so sexy in your photos. Again, they have pictures of you, or they're looking at your photos online or something. I have learned karmic lessons. Yeah. I have learned self-love and I choose to live my best life. Yeah. Okay. Last card of the reading is, I know that we have shared lifetimes together. I remember us. Yeah, so again, this extreme familiarity, again, that's an amplification of I want you. I want to be around you. I want to take care of you. I want to love you. I want to nurture you. I want to nurture this. I want you to experience the real me. I want you to experience me in my authentic energy and soul form in this, you know, in that way. They want you, and they want to experience you. They've been witnessing this and feeling this. They want to experience, they just know. They just know, right? Okay. That's what I've got, mi amores. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Happy new moon, beloveds. I will see you guys soon. Mwah.